Hey y'all, Saturday afternoon. I'm hungry. We have been busy today, y'all. We've got a hot mess in this house. We're putting up our Christmas tree like I told you, I won my husband over. So he's currently fluffing the tree and getting all the lights to work, and then I'm gonna go there and decorate. We've got 2 dining rooms, and one of them is full of Christmas crap. I had more stuff than what I realized. It's nuts. But I'm hungry. I'm always hungry. So I'm gonna make some potato soup. I'm gonna show you how I do mine. I tweak my things sometimes. I'd never do nothing the same all the time. Sometimes you just play around with food. First thing I'm gonna do is, this is a 10-pound bag of potatoes, and I think there's 5 pounds left. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna peel them, I'm gonna wash them, then I'm gonna cube them, and I'm gonna put them in my pan with some chicken broth. And it's gonna be homemade chicken broth. I don't use plain water because the chicken broth gives it so much more flavor. So let me get started, then I'll show you what size I make my potatoes and put them in here, and I'll show you what I do. All right, I've got my potatoes cubed, and this is what I do. Once I peel my potatoes, I cut them in half, then I quarter them, just like so. So I'm gonna put them all in my pan. I'm gonna cover them with chicken broth, just up to the top of the potatoes. Pretty simple, right? And I'm gonna add only 1 teaspoon of salt right now, because I add 2 cups of soup, or I add 2 cans of soup. I'll show you what I add in just a minute. And as you know, the condensed soups carry a lot of sodium salt factors, so we don't want it real salty. All right, I've got these in my pan. Ugh, slippery little suckers. And this is 5 pounds of cubed potatoes. To my chicken broth mixture, I'm gonna add a can of cream of mushroom and a can of cream of celery. Now I'm gonna bring it to a boil. Oh, and 1 stick of real butter, y'all, I'm telling you. Once it comes to a boil, I'm gonna add a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. Maybe a cup, I don't know. Depends on how perky I'm feeling. So let me get these filled up, add my soups in, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, I've got my potatoes to my chicken stock in here, all mixed up. I'm adding 1 can of cream of celery. That's pretty good plump, wasn't it? And a can of cream of mushroom. You can add cream of chicken too. I just chose not to today. I have a lot of casseroles going out next week with cream of chicken, and I didn't want to use it all because I don't want to go to the store. I'm gonna go in and add heavy whipping cream. I'm just gonna add what's left in this from this morning. It's a cup. It gives it much flavor and a lot of richness, and it's creamy. Then I'm gonna add a stick of butter. I'm going to, while this comes to a boil, I'm gonna dice up a 1/4 of an onion and add to it, and add some fresh garlic. I'm just gonna mix all this up. I'm gonna put it on the stove to medium high to bring it to a boil, and I'm gonna turn it down to medium. So hang on, let's get this done. I'm gonna show y'all what this looks like real quick. This is everything. This is a whole carton, the large carton of chicken broth, can of cream of mushroom, can of cream of celery, a stick of butter, a cup of heavy whipping cream, and a teaspoon of salt. And a 1/4 of a chopped onion. I'm gonna add some garlic powder to it and a little bit of pepper. I'm gonna bring it to a boil and let it cook for about 30 minutes. Then we'll see if we wanna add cream cheese or not. I decided to add 1 block of room temperature cream cheese. I had this setting out in case the cream cheese cookies recipe won for today, and it didn't. There's hundreds of apple crisp nominations, or not apple crisp, apple dumplings. So, lost some cream cheese. Let me put that back on here. So we're gonna make apple dumplings once the potato soup gets done. But I cube mine cream cheese up like this, and I drop it in little balls because it helps it dissolve and mix in better. So I'm gonna add this to my soup, and if y'all could smell it, I'm telling you, TikTok needs smell-o-vision. Got my cream cheese mixed into my potato soup, and it's over there doing its thing, making its music. Did you know when your soup's done, if it's not thick enough for you, I know some people like it thin, some people like it thick and creamy, you can add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch to 2 tablespoons of water, mix it up real good, it makes a slurry. You drizzle it in slowly and stir as you're drizzling, and then the longer it cooks, the more it thickens up. I'm not for sure if we're gonna have to do that today or not. We'll know when it gets done, but a little tip of the trade. So I'm gonna go on and make me a slurry and get mine a little thicker, and I just took a tablespoon of cornstarch to 2 tablespoons of water, and I put it in these little jars. I keep these little yogurt jars that you buy by Yoplait. I've got 4 of them I've kept, and these are just the best little mixing bowls there is. So let me grab my potato soup off the stove, and I'm gonna show you how I thicken it up and put it back on there. All right, this is what it's looking like so far. My cream cheese completely dissolved because I had it room temperature. If you don't have it room temperature, it's gonna be lumpy. This is what it looks like. I don't know if y'all can see. It's really pretty and smells good. But I want it a little thicker, just a little. So I stir mine up with a fork really good. And I just kind of drizzle it in like so and just start stirring. And you gotta cook it. And it will thicken up. It's already starting to thick up right now. So, easy. Yep, there it goes thickening right now. So I'm gonna get this back on the stove, cook it on medium heat for about 15 more minutes. And then we're gonna eat us some with some bacon, some green onions, and some cheese. This is what I do. I get us a plate, you know, fine china. I cut me up a green onion, very little, or you can call them a scallion. Then the bacon, I had 3 pieces left from breakfast this morning after I cooked a couple pans. And I just crushed it up. And then once we get our soup, we're just gonna build it up. And this adds a lot of flavor. And here, the part of South Central Kentucky we live, there's a restaurant called Rafferty's. And it's an upscale restaurant and it's fantastic. And once you do this, it tastes a lot like their potato soup because this is what they do. And we absolutely love it. Soup's done, y'all. So it's soup time. Let me show y'all this. This is how I like mine, just like that. So I'm gonna dip me some out on my plate. I'm gonna show you how I build mine. The thickening mixture with the cornstarch and the water, do it. See? Looks good, right? Let me stick this pan on the stove and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna make mine. First off, I'm gonna take me some Colby Jack cheese because it's my favorite. And I'm just gonna sprinkle it on top. Use as much or as little as you want. To me, you can never have too much cheese. And then I take me some bacon. Just put it on top like that. And a few bits of green onions. A little bit more. You can put sour cream on this too. I just don't want to. But there we go. Tell me if that don't look good and tickle your fancy once you go make some potato soup. Hope you're enjoying your day. I'm gonna sit down and rest for a minute. I'm gonna eat my soup. Then we're gonna make apple dumplings since that got the most votes today, y'all. So stay tuned. Love you.